I haven't been on here in a long time, so I'm gonna just do my thing and then get off. So today I'm talking about sacred prostitution, but we're gonna start off with a dream. Okay, the dream is gonna explain what I'm gonna talk about. I had this dream last night. So in this dream, I was a dancer, right? And I was a dancer, and it was my first time really getting on stage and dancing for other people. I want to start off by saying I own my own body, right? This is it's mine, right? If I choose to do with it what I want, I'm gonna do what I want. Period. Blank. Point. It doesn't matter what anybody else says because it's mine, right? I love dancing. I love dancing. I love the attention you get with dancing and all that kind of stuff. So in this dream, I am my first time. I get up on stage. I do the dance. I was waiting for a Hosier song, but they didn't have it. So I did my little thing. I was a little embarrassed after because it was my first time dancing in this thing, in this dream. And after I get off the stage, I felt a little embarrassed, but just walked up to the bar and talked to the bartender. And then I go and I sit in this chair, and my leg or some guy comes up to me and sits in the chair with me. And he's talking to me. He's rubbing my feet. He's telling me I'm pretty. He's doing all these things. And, I'm just sitting there just chilling. Like, I don't even care. I'm all out. Right? So when I'm sitting there chilling, my brother, my uncle, no, it's not really my uncle, but my uncle Mark, my brother Zarius, and my cousin Kitty come into the club. And I'm like, is that my family? And they're like, yeah, that's your family. So with my family, and then I was just sitting, I was like, hey, y'all, what y'all doing up in here? Just hella casual and shit. My brother looks at me and he goes, you're serious? You're serious right now? I'm like, what's the problem? What's going on? He got hella mad and stomped off up the stairs and out of the club. So in my mind, I'm like, that's his problem. Like I said, I control my own body. I do what I want with my own body. Nobody's energy is going to be on my body to tell me what I could do with my body. So in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I own my own shit. Like, if I choose to be bare naked, butt out, ass out, titty out, pussy out, that's me. Right? So I go up to the bartender and I'm like, I'm about to activate the alcohol. So my energy is different. I go there not really for money. I don't go to show off and get money. If you choose to give me money, cool, but that's not what I do. I have a secret activation signal for the people who know the real fucking club. So I have a special drink, and it's named called the ISHTAR. Not ISHTAR. Everybody talk about ISHTAR. ISHTAR. A doggy. Yeah, puppy. But no, it's ISHTAR. ISHTAR, right? So it's a secret drink that I formulate and I have. Hold on, mommy. So after the dudes choose, hey, I want to take the ISHTAR, right? They take the ISHTAR and then they go under. And we'll go see the puppy after you eat your food. The door's locked. So after you take the ISHTAR, you go under. So under, this is where I really do my shit, right? I built this whole fucking world underneath. When you take certain things. I built this whole world underneath. It's hella luxurious. It got certain offices for certain of the men's. Angel, stop. It got certain office for certain of the men. It has like a receptionist desk. Eat your food, you little one. Okay. It has like a receptionist desk up front. And then it has a like offices for some of the men who are like the top tier men. And then it's a different club behind the scenes. So like it's in black, right? Iyo food if you can't go. You didn't even eat your food. What's the problem? You know you're not getting no candy today, right? Because you didn't eat your breakfast or you didn't eat yesterday. Where's your iPad? Go get your iPad. My bad. Yeah, chicken. Yeah, it's my I'm just doing a little. Which one? Anyway, my daughter. It's hot already. So basically, with each room has, you know, a door label. It's clear like a glass. You can see through it. So when I'm underneath, if you open up the doors, because there's some doors outside, it leads you into like heaven, technically. It's like an open field. Angel, stop. It's like an open field. And they could go outside and it's like heaven. They don't got to worry about it, right? So in the deep under, it feels, I mean, it's like death in a sense, like when you die. But it's not death because I keep it afloat, right? It's like a boat in a sense. It's a boat. So I, was trying to see if anybody was taking it this tonight or this last night. And hella people took it. So it was like a popping ass club. And it's like most of the men know. If you coming down here, you gotta bring gold. They may fuck with dollars and cents and shit like that. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that. Each one of my persons, my feminine energies that's associated, they all different. They all fucking different. And I'm the main person who deals with all of this shit. So if you're not an alchemist, basically, because what alchemists have to do when they take the ISHTAR, they have to use the code of death to get past death's door. So they come down there and it's fucking fire. Bitches throwing fire at that cooch. Bitches popping up like with twins, Gemini, there are women who look like lions. It's wild it's a wild kingdom where anything goes on my list. And I ain't approved. I am not a fucking prude. So I'm down here below. And they were like, hey, they're like, Isha, and I was like, what? They're like, hey, there's a man here to see you. I was like, all right, what's up? They said, he's here to see you because he said that he wanted to make a proposal. And I was like, what is he, so he comes back to the back and I go to my office and I'm like, okay, so what's up? And I sit him down. It's this white dude. Sorry, I don't like to use races, but he's like an angelic energy. He's like an angel energy. So we sitting in here and he's like, I want to make a proposal. And I was like, okay, that's good. He goes, I want to propose that I be one of your husbands. And I was looking at him, I'm like, I don't think you want that for real, for real. I was like, the amount of energy it takes to upkeep my vessel and who I am, I said, I don't even think you got enough gold for that shit, right? And this boy pulls out this paper. It's a golden note that says like almost like unlimited, right? A golden note, and he puts it on the table and he slides the gold note over. And I look over this and I was like, this is no, no, no breast, no boobie. What a brat. So he sliced the golden note over to me and was like, whatever you want. He's like, you don't have to do this anymore. And I laughed at him. I was like, bro, I laughed so hard. I'm like, are you trying to Captain Save a hoe? I was like, are you trying to save a hoe? Hold on. This keeps fucking up, bro. With this light. I was like, are you fucking trying to Captain Save a fucking hoe? And he was like, you don't have to do this, this anymore. And in my mind, I was like, you think I do that, like, in this dream? My ears are ringing so bad. Oh my God. I don't know if I can take this energy. It's so loud here. It's like having a hangover without having a hangover here. Oof. Let me see. Simon of 1,000 others. First chance. I take the bed one by one. That's better. I once warmed my hand over burning Maserati. He said, I was fed gold by sweet fools in Abu Dhabi. If that ain't the fucking truth, I don't know what is. There's men who come all over the galaxy to come to this energy, to come to this club. So, after he said that to me and I laughed at him, I'm like, I actually don't do this, technically it's for gold, I like it because it's shiny and pretty, and my sister says she could use it to fix some kind of ship or something like that. So I'm like, cool. It's cool. However, the biggest thing for me is I love the love that I get from it. I use that to propel my power for war. Like, it's a balancing act, right? Like, I can get any weapon I want from what I do. So how about I have my power behind myself. I don't have no bouncers. There's nobody who, ever fucks up in the club in this energy. There's no, no problems. I haven't had a problem in there other than one time. Because I do have a strict rule. Thank you, girl. I do have a strict rule, and I don't be allowing my family members up in there. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's wrong? You got hair. What's wrong? I got it out. Yeah. It was just a piece of hair. That's why you don't put brushes in your mouth. Look at your iPad. Yeah, it's cute. You're like a little lion. What was I saying? So after that, he needed to be schooled on sacred energy, And I told him, I was like, yo, obviously you're a very good looking guy. It's cool. And it's great that you have access to this energy and this goal. However, there's no amount of money that's going to make me quit what I love doing. Right? There's no amount of money. And he just basically was like, okay, well, is there any way that I can at least try to take you out? You know, I'm like, you want to see me outside of this energy? And then he goes, yeah, I want to see you outside of this energy. I was like, I'm on Earth. I was like, I'm on Earth. If you wanted to hang out, find me on Earth, right? And then he goes, what's your name on Earth? And I said, oh, my name on Earth is, and then I call my sister. I go, hey, what's your name on Earth? I said, Z. And he goes, I'm going to send a private investigator to come talk to you so I can get your information. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I escort him out the room because the show is about to start. So I go, I look at all the girls, and it's like the girls all look exactly like me. It's weird. It's like 100,000 me's walking around. What they get? Narcissist. So once I go, we get the girls to start. So the club room is fucking beautiful. If you think of the most luxurious, the floor is made of gold. There's like white booths everywhere. It almost looks like you're in this like heaven energy, right? It has pure diamond chandeliers, and it has accents, different colors all over. So it makes you, it's like very serene. It's like highest vibration, but it's in the lowest vibration. So it's the realm in between death and earth. So it's a piece of heaven that I've orchestrated and I've coded specifically for the masculine deities to come and get what they need, right? So the show start, and it's like first starting off with the story of Virgo. You know, all of the girls are sitting on there. It's like they're starting this little dance going. This number is fucking beautiful. And my job in this realm is to walk around and look at the coding of the men and make sure they're on the goal level. If anyone's off of the goal level and looking at the feminines from a patriarchal will be like very green, dark, nasty energy. If I see that shit, then I automatically gank them. Because you chose to come to this realm. And the rules clearly state if you're on a lower vibration to bring down my station, then I get to conquer your soul and get your soul. And basically it feeds the ether. It goes back to ether. 100% ether. 100% ether is 100% ethanol energy, which is how I used to code my alcohol. How you doing? So when I finished walking around, you know, I keep an eye, which is technically my sister's eye. She's like always watching that shit. She has a very like Taurus bull energy. Like it's kind of scary sometimes, but she has a watchful eye of everything. And then she's looking on the roster and she says, hey, can we fit like 12 more? And I'm like, hell yeah. She goes, they are VIP. And I go, what level they're on? She goes, white, pure white. I was like, the Pope came in, made it to the motherfucking middle ground. Listen, the difference between gold and white has access 100%. They know Earth. They know who I am on Earth. They know what it's about. They know everything. They know how to transfer consciousness. They know When I say they know fucking everything, they are in and out of consciousness 24/7. They know everything. So as soon as she said that, I set up the VIP. So VIP for white is different than gold, than green, than black, all of the colors. VIP for white. When I had her call, and she called the phone, I picked it up and it was the white. I was like, all right, so we going outside, huh? So while they're doing their thing on the stage and learning the fucking lessons, I take them to the outside. I take them to past the fields, past the trees, past all of this, to a white house. What goes on in the White House? It's none of y'all business. But it was fun. Let's just say that. White House transfers to Earth, y'all. 2112. White House transfers to Earth. That's why the presidency has a White House. So if you're in this in between, you go to the White House. Inside of the White House on Earth is a direct access. Each room is a direct access back to the gold room or the middle passage. Coded perfectly. I'm telling you, down to the motherfucking wallpaper, down to the motherfucking floors, everything on this is coded exactly like the middle passage, right? So one of the motherfucking men, okay, should I say this? Yeah. So one of the men is somebody that I really like really like, right? And he comes up to me and he pulls me to the side. He goes, I heard you got an offer. He said, I heard you got an offer of pure gold. I was like, yeah, I got an offer today. I get offers every day. Then he goes, oh, I heard this was different. I heard that he's actually coming to you on Earth. And then I go, hey, I'm not settling. I want the best of the best of the best of the best on Earth. So I'm not settling. So he came through a vessel last night and was like trying to entice me because it's like, oh, this dude has money, he has this. I'm like, I don't fucking care about money. This shit don't even matter. I was like, what I care about is your ability to transfer realities and time hop. That's what I want. That's the only reason I want to use my portal on Earth is so I can time hop to different eras, right? So after he pulls me to the side and he was like, hey, it's just, you got an offer. He goes, you pretty smart for not accepting it. And I told him, I was like, so what makes me smart about it then? He goes, you never know, something better might come along. And I have butterflies in my dream room, in my stomach. I never get that shit. That means I saw 2 butterflies yesterday. So there's about to be hella more butterflies popping up all over the place. Because that's what butterflies are made of, is that energy. That like excitement energy. But he said something better might come along. You never know. So I let the VIPs into the White House, and so now they have access on Earth to the White House, right? And my last name is White, right? And I always sign my name because people are like, is it a Z? I go Z, right? Z. That's my code on Earth. People are like, what's your name? I'm like, Z. And then, so yeah, I let them into the White House, and I go back to the gold room, and making sure all the girls are doing what they're doing and shit like that. And then it's my final time to get on the stage, so I get to dance for real. So how it transfers as reality is after you take the ISHTAR. The ISHTAR is dream, the dream realm, right? When you're in the dream realm, you take the ISHTAR, you go to death. You pass the doors of death, and then you go to the middle passage, which is on that frequency. So after I did that, what's this? So after I passed this, that's going to translate really quickly to Earth. How? It's ruby, emerald, diamond, black diamond. Who has a black diamond accent already? Red diamond. It must have been fun then, gentlemen. Come, darling. Sit with mommy. Sit with your mommy. The little baby children. I'm not your mama, you know that, right? Okay. All right. Guess I'm gonna be done. Let's see what else. So yeah, after that dream, I went to Scotland. I went to Scotland to go visit my best friend Victoria, which I would say Queen Victoria for real. She's a saint. I went to go visit her, and Scotland was flooding, and it was like out in the middle of the water, and it was flooding. And then I go, "Why is Scotland flooding?" And then she goes, "Oh, it'll go away in a second. It's just high tide right now." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I walked back outside, and it was open. So I have an access point of energy vortexes through Scotland. And it's like an underground energy that I don't portray a lot, because a lot of the energy in Scotland and Ireland is very sacred to me, because it has a lot of my energy anyway. So basically that's it. And I'm gonna tell you how the sacred prostitution energy transfers back up. So if you get the energy down below, so let's just say when we're in the gold realm, you get one of the goddesses to fall in love with you, right? If you get one of the goddesses to fall in love with you down below, by how you treat her and be kind to her and love on her and do that kind of stuff, it translates as above as you become more appeasing to feminine energy. Your energy changes to a gold halo because you have appeased the feminine deity energy in the below. The white, however, they already appeased. They did their shit. They don't even worry about it. They're already husbands. They are earthly husbands to feminine energies. To me, they're earthly husbands, 12 disciple energies off of the middle passage. So they don't even have to appease the feminine in the gold realm, right? So after the gold realm, if you get one of the goddesses to fall in love with you, in the gold realm, girl, you is wildin', bro. You wildin', stud. Wow, you really wildin', kid. So if you're in the gold room and you get somebody to one of the goddesses that did the performance to fall in love with you, you basically are allowed to transverse that energy and you get into these secret classes. So the secret classes are all held within the dream realm. So everybody know you got the zodiac circle, right? You got Gemini, Capricorn, Aries, you got that. But behind the zodiac is a black zodiac. And then you go through the 13th sign. So if you go through the 13th sign, you go to the black end. So the black end is a different code. And basically you're turning ether back into that energy. So basically you're transversing realities. And this is how you learn how to time hop and time jump and all that kind of stuff. So the goddesses, for the sacred prostitution, go get your iPad. You go get it. Why you always booty? Why you always booty, bro? Dang. I'm on nerves. Just kidding. Here's my giraffe. And then people start to realize that if you go through the animal sigils, so for example, the giraffe, you go through the lion, you go through the elephant, you go through the koala, the giraffes, or the ocean, depending on which way that you go through that too, you also get access to another feminine frequency. But you gotta go through those classes, which are on the black end. Okay, let me find it here. All right, to wrap it up, we went over the dream. We went over the White House and why the White House was considered the White House, because the masculine deities knew that they were in charge of the White House, and that transfers Earth. Boom, stop. So now we're back on the gold realm. So in the gold realm, once the men pass the feminine deities and give them enough gold or whatever they need and take care of them, they start to transverse to Earth. So now you're starting to see heaven and earth come into layer. When heaven and earth come into the layer, the men are 100% awakened to who they are. One of the reasons why the men used to ejaculate in their sleep is because they were in the realm with the girls, right? So they would have these wild dreams, and then they would call these women succubuses and shit like that. I'm like, number one, let me tell y'all a little bit about succubuses, because there's different tiers of succubus energy. The worst thing that you could call a woman who is of sacred prostitution energy in a dream realm is a succubus. That's one of the worst things. That's like calling her a bitch hoe. Hoe, bitch, up here, right? So if that word succubus is used by any masculine in the earthly realm, that translate, every time you say that kind of energy or say that bitch is a succubus, something like that, you lose favor with the goddess. You lose in favor with the goddess, right? So after that energy is transversed through the dream realm and it gets to earth, the masculine becomes a bull, like an energy of a bull, where they're like I need to find that energy. So that's werewolf energy. They become very werewolf. So it's like the full moon. That means a full moon almost means like, hey boys, the gate is open. Come, come. The earth is going to transfer to earth now, right? So the energy is going to transfer to earth. So basically, it's complex, but it's not complex. So this is one of the top energies that I wanted to talk about. Was there anything else in my dreams that I wanted to relay? Oh, let me just talk about this, and then I'm gonna get it. It's probably the smartest thing for people and for masculines to do, and it's know that the feminine body is not the body. So everybody's talking about Roe versus Wade and shit like that and all that kind of blah, 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 blah. Their rules don't apply to me. Their rules don't apply to us. Y'all all getting fed up and over the shit that don't even matter. What they say don't matter. They don't control the doctors. They don't control the nurse. They don't control any of the shit. They just want to get y'all riled up so they can get y'all energy. And I'm like, if y'all can't see past that shit, y'all need to be fucking held captive and enslaved by this Constitution. If y'all don't see past the bullshit. Dumb. So, first things first, you don't own me. You don't own my body, my brothers, my uncles. I hate that shit. That men sell their daughters to the next man for gold, fucking animals and shit. I don't like that. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so bad. I hate it so bad that the masculine has taken over the feminine form. I hate it. And I think that once me and the girls get together and talk about the punishment for it, it won't happen again. I promise. To the feminines, it won't happen again. So that's it. That's all I want to talk about right now. Bye.